Good morning. I'm so glad we're here together. Thank you for joining me for a practice today. Hopefully we can meet more times here and there and we can stay connected. So let's just go ahead and start standing. We're going to align our ankles, knees, and hips, come into mountain pose, Namaste mountain pose, and just rock onto your toes and back onto your heels. Wiggle your piggies. Lift nice and tall. And then just press your feet into the floor and roll your feet out to the knife edge. And then roll them back in. Knock your knees together and just back and forth. Just waking up those feet because we really want to set a foundation for ourselves here on our mat. And then just stand nice and tall on your mat. And through our practice today, we really just want to cultivate that spiritual awakening. And a lot of people, well, what does that even mean? It's that evolutionary process where we go from a simplistic way, which we want to stay simple in our living, but we kind of get more complex into our essence, meaning that we want to really let go of a lot of things. As we come in, we have encasements around our soul, and yoga is called the Maya koshas. And in those Maya koshas, they're through our physical essence, through our mental, through our energetic, through our process and reasoning, and ultimately, we want to kind of work on all those areas in our life. So we can find what our spiritual awakening truly is when we can come into that liberation state, where we're taking those glimpses as we're seeking and seeing life. You don't know what you don't know. So in a spiritual awakened state, you kind of find out what you don't know. And in that space, you have opportunity to grow and heal. And this is enlightenment. So when we come into this space of enlightenment, it's really about our birthright. And the spiritual awakening is our birthright, because our birthright is to be in joy. And when we're in joy, we're really content and happy. And in this state, we compiled together in that state, we have peace of mind. And in that peaceful state, with joy that's within our soul, as we break away all those encasements around our soul, we literally come into that state of blissfulness, that ecstasy state of mind. It's that utopia that we can live in day to day, that heaven on earth. And in that space, we can just breathe. We can trust the process of life. And it gives us much more tranquility and serenity in life. We can just walk day to day and just a little pep in our step because we have that joy in us. And just trusting all things are working for us. And so I'm encouraging us through our practice, because yoga is really about breaking free of those encasements. It's really about truly liberating ourselves, going through that metamorphosis of change. And as we change, we're changing to become ourselves. So it's not really changing to be somebody else, it's really to become our truest self. And that's being authentic. And in our authenticity, we can be okay with who we are. We can own our stuff and not have guilt and blame and shame and worries and fears. We just allow ourselves to be our truest self. And we're all designed for a purpose, and we need to be here for a purpose. And as you are you and I am me, and we all come together, we have a greater good together collectively. And so through our spiritual awakening, it allows us to be liberated into our joy. And in that joy, we come into our birthright, our purpose, and we can shine that light. And in that shining of our light, we can make our ripple effect into the world. And as we each touch one soul, there's 7.5 billion of us here, we can all touch everyone and make this world truly heaven on earth together. So as we are working through our practice today, we're going to engage in a mudra, which is a hand gesture that connects the mind and body. So in this hand gesture, you're going to clasp the pinky, the ring, and the middle together. The index finger is going to shoot out, and the thumb fingers are going to shoot out. So this is you almost make like a little triangle. You're going to take that thumb and place it towards your heart center, and that index finger upward towards the heavens. And then just close your eyes. Being intentional in our practice. When we are intentional, we draw more of that into us. So set that intent. Feel the awakening through our practice, through your day to day. Feel the joy within. Being content and happy. And then go ahead and press your hands to prayer at heart center with gratitude and humility. As we flow through our practice today with grace and respect for ourselves and one another, we'll go ahead and begin. Taking a big inhale, lifting arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet to the sides. Take opposite hand, opposite elbow. You want to bend in your knees. And you want to sway side to side. Just shake your head. And hold it center. Release the hands, heel toe your feet back together. Lift up halfway, lengthen, and we're lifting halfway. You're tabletopping that back, drawing navel in, crown forward, lengthening through the back of those hamstrings, pressing tailbone up towards the sky, and then exhale, fold hands to your ankles. Have a bend in your knees, shake your head. And then place your hands down and step back to your first downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Shake your head. Find your place in your downward dog. And just hold and breathe. And then roll it out to plank pose. Really pressing round out the upper back. Grip with those fingers. Press those heels back. Elongate the spine. At any time you need to modify, find your knees with a long spine. Press it back. It'll lengthen. And then lift your tailbone to the sky. And then just flow several times. Plank pose. Lift it back. Plank pose. And lift it back. Plank pose. And downward dog. Couple more. Roll it out. Press it back. Roll it out. And press it back. One more. Roll it out. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Line your feet to the edges of your mat. Take your right hand to your left ankle. Rotate. Gaze up through your armpit. Feel that amazing rotation and twist. Breathing in, breathing out. And then release it, hand comes down. Switch left hand to right ankle. And then bring it center. And then bring it out, plank pose. Keep your feet wide and then tap side to side. Grip with those fingers, round to your upper back, tuck your pelvis under, legs are long. If you need to modify, come onto your knees. Knees stay wide, pull them in and in. Just move side to side. Fully extended or kneeling. Tap it, keep your neck long, gaze forward. You got 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Bring it center. Feet stay wide, shift your weight forward, and then roll it back, downward dog. Feet are wide. Take the right hand to your left ankle, rotate, gaze through your armpit, then release that arm out. Bring it right back out to plank, lengthen your spine, then press it back. Left hand to your right ankle. Bring it back center, roll it back out, and then press it back. Rotate opposite hand, opposite ankle, then bring it back, walk it back out, plank, then press it back. Rotate, revolve, then bring it back and walk it out, plank, then walk it back. Rotate, gaze up through that armpit, bring it center, walk it back out, then lift your tailbone. Opposite hand, bring it out. One more time each side, walk it out, then press it back. Opposite hand, then walk it back, then lift it back. Rotate, revolve, bring it center, walk it out, plank pose, hold, and then again, tap side to side. Tap, in tap, tap, in tap, tap, in tap, tap, in tap. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one, hold it center. Now bring your feet together. Shift your weight forward and come all the way down onto your abdominals. Hover your hands, glue your toes to the mat and zip through your thighs. And lift up. And you can press in slightly with those hands and press in. And then lower all the way down and lift it up. Lower down and lift, lower And let's warm up that lower back, keeping those toes to the mat, zipping through those thighs for 4, for 3, for 2. And your last one, press it, then release it all the way down, reach those arms out in front of us. And then we're gonna swim. So opposite arm, opposite leg's gonna lift, and just little pulse, engaging those muscles, lengthening through the body in opposition as you lift one arm, one leg, opposite sides. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one, lift it up, hold it, and release other side, lift, impulse, impulse, really lengthen in opposition, reaching with that fingertips, reaching with those toes, pulling and lengthening, and you got 4 more, and you got 3 more, you got 2 more, and your last one, lift it up, and then switch, and switch, switch, and switch, 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 switch. 8 more, 7 more, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, and then make it quick. Quick, quick, quick. Reach and swim. Swim, swim, swim. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. And your last one, oh, I hear my neighbor with that lawnmower. Press it down, press it up, and hold and breathe. Lift up those hips, downward facing dog. Let's walk our hands to the back of our mat. Keep those feet aligned with your ankles and hips. Squat deep into your thighs, gaze is forward, and pulse it. Just pulse, pulse, and pulse. Breathe in, breathe out. Hang in there. So squat nice and deep, lift the chest to your hands in prayer. Breathe in. You can find that mudra, clasping those fingers, shooting the index finger out, thumb fingers towards your heart center. Reach it out and then reach those arms up. Little pulses. So deep hold. Now tuck your pelvis under and hold. Shoulder blades down and back. So we're here, we're going to be mindful as we hold the hand gesture, that mudra. We're going to maintain those internal locks, those internal mudras. At the pelvic floor, engaging, lifting through the perineum into the sphincters, drawing navel to spine, up towards the sternum. As you relax the shoulder down, you draw your chin in and the crown goes up. And then you drop another inch. As that pelvis tucks under, close your eyes. Just feel the essence in this moment. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Consciously participating right here. Breathing to participate onto the path of our own spiritual journey, spiritual awakening of our soul. Our practice is about unity. The very word yoga means to yoke together, to unite. And our practice is about communing and union with God. So on our path, may we devote ourselves to love, to that intellect, to prayer, to non-attachment, to action and service, being selfless. Feel that love within us, igniting the joy. And then bring your hands to heart, lift up nice and tall. Reach those arms all the way up overhead and take your left hand to your right ankle, right wrist. Press your hip out, gaze up through your armpit. And just lengthen through that side body. And then lift it up another side. Switch your grip, press it out, breathe in and out. And then bring it center, hands, fist into your back. Maybe heel to your feet apart just a bit to give you some support. Bend in those knees. Press your hips forward, round into your back. Gaze is up. Gaze is up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open up that heart center. Expand it to the heavens. And then bring it back. Heel toe those feet together. Rise onto your toes, back onto your heels, hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands out, plank pose. Drop to your forearms, hold in plank pose. Press yourself right back up, plank pose. Walk yourself back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back. Sit deep into your chair, hands prayer. Lift it up, reach up, expand to the heavens. Come right back down, exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. Fall to those forearms, hold in plank. Then take that hand, press it in. You're switching each time, then press it back down, dog. Then walk it back. Find your chair, sit deep, hands prayer. Lift up nice and tall, expand to the heavens, and exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. Fall to those forearms, hold in your plank. Then press it up, fully extended. Shift your weight, downward facing dog. Walk it back. Sit deep, hands prayer. Reach it up, expand, lift up, then exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. Drop to those forearms. Press it up. Shift your weight, downward facing dog. Walk it back. Sit deep, hands prayer. Lift it up, lift it, lift it, lift it. Exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. Hold in that plank all the way down and hold it. Just hold right here into your plank pose. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe in, breathe out. Now roll open side plank, right side. Side plank, right side, reach that arm high to the sky. Lift it up, and then take that top leg if you can and pull it into tree. If you need your bottom knee, find your bottom knee, but don't take this foot and press any pressure onto that knee. So you're above it or below it, or that foot can come out in front of you for assistance. Then extend that leg up, and if you're kneeling, stay kneeling. Always kick that leg to the front, then come to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front. Last one, kick it up, hold, bring it center, and hold. Press your hands up, downward facing dog. Plank pose. Now shift to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back. Sit deep in your chair, hands prayer. Lift it up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands out, plank pose. Come to those forearms, hold and breathe. Elongate that spine, hold it. Tailbone presses back with his heels. Rotate that left forearm, reach the arm high to the sky, lifting your hips. If you need your bottom knee for modification, you can. Take that top foot, find tree. Keep those arms and shoulders balanced, aligned up. If you need to modify, remember you can always place that foot in front of you. You always can use that bottom knee. When breathe, just don't put any pressure on your knee with that foot. Then lift the leg out, and then kick it to the front, and then back to the side. To the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side. Last one, hold it, then bring it center, and hold. Breathe in, breathe out, shift your weight forward, hold it, then come all the way down to your abdominals, round your shoulder blades down and back, reach those fingers out to your side and legs out wide, and lift up, hold and breathe. Now reach the arms, lift the legs, hold, and then lower and lift, 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 lower. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe, and then bring your legs center. Hands come center. Press upward facing dog. Make sure those hands line up, shoulders and wrists line up. Find that bend in your back. Find your knees to modify, and just kind of rock it out. Loosen it up. Shake it, shake it. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold it. Now lift your hips downward, facing dog. Just take a moment and breathe. Finding that deep breath, that breath that sits at the back of your throat as you breathe, nostril breath. Breathe in, breathe out. That breath sounds like the ocean as it vibrates through the back of your throat. The audible toning just does a little reset to the parasympathetic nervous system, and it draws our attention to the present moment. You can take your tongue, press it to the roof of your mouth. There's a little pressure point there that helps draw us here into the now. So lift your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands, and little pulses. Little pulses, little pulses. And then squat nice and deep, and you're gonna take a big step or hop to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and find your chair pose. Now as you sit into your chair, just hold right here. Tuck your pelvis, lift your heels, and breathe. Again, engaging with the mudra for spiritual enlightenment. Let's come right here. You're like, well, what does that mean? Really, what is that? It's peace within. It's unity with God. So awakening to that bliss, that joy, being happy and content, having faith and trusting life, trusting God, trusting one another, letting go of fear and feeling the essence of pure love. In this space, we break free from the shackles that we hold around our soul, those encasements, the bondages, the perceptions, the beliefs that we've carried. We break free from it, liberated. Reach those arms up. Again, moving from that simplistic way of just holding on to those things, thinking this is simple, this is easy. Finding our place of complexity, of challenge, out of our comfort zone. This is our place where we grow, we expand, we learn, we heal, we transform. We go into that metamorphosis like a butterfly, come out of our cocoon as we dig deeper within, and we are rebirthed into our newness, our wholeness, our authentic self. And then heels come down, hands come to heart, take a big inhale, lift. And let's just flow. Have a seat, lift it up. Have a seat, lift it up. Lift, lift, and lift. Getting that energy moving, breath flowing. And we're gonna alternate knee lifts and lift, and lift. Sit deep, lift tall. Pull that knee up towards your center. Sit deep in that chair. If you find it too much doing both, you can choose to just do the chair and lift. You can just choose to do those knee lifts. Find what works for you. I'm always here to facilitate, to encourage you out of that zone. To move from being so easy. I keep using that word simple because we use that word as saying we want a simple life, meaning not all the frustrations of life. But sometimes the only way to really get to truly living simply is getting through it, going through the complexities. We're here to learn, to grow, to be our truest self in unity with God and one another. This is our time, here and now, to be liberated, to wake up and be free, to be you, to be me, to be we, together. Lift in the light of love and hope, with compassion and kindness, breathing in, breathing out. Four more, three more, two more, and your last one. Lift up nice and tall. And just pressing those knees. Press, 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 press. Four more, three more, two more, And your last one, now lift up the right knee. Find eagle, wrap it around, and then we're gonna expand those wings out, pull your chest down. Reach it back, wrap it around. Sit deep, hold it. You're gonna lift that knee up. You're gonna crisscross it. Bring it down, pull your chest down towards the mat. Hold and breathe in it. Then pull right back up. Find that balance. Place that foot onto your knee, hands come to prayer. Come all the way down, sit deep. Balance, hold. Then lift it up. Find your crescent lunge. Deepen down, hold and breathe. Then pivot to archer pose. Pull that thumb, the left toes are up, back knee turns out towards the back edge, those toes turn towards the back corner of that mat. As you're here, those thumbs come on the inside, representing our wholeness. Sit a little deeper. As you straighten the left leg, you bend in the right leg. Then pivot back, crescent lunge. Then pull that knee right back up. Woo! Eagle pose. We're gonna move through this several times. Like squat deep. Reach those arms back, scapulatory depression, arms come high. Sit nice and deep. If you can't get your toe wrapped around, it's okay. Balance with your toe on the mat. Just do your best. Your legs don't have to come all the way around, your chest doesn't have to come all the way down. Everybody's bodies are different. Reach up, lift that knee, then crisscross, lengthen, deepen. Tabletop that back, deepen down, squat into that front leg, lengthen in that back leg, pull the chest forward, reach those arms. Be dynamic, be big, be bold, be brave. Then lift up, reach those arms up. Lift up high to the sky. Press it back, crescent lunge, reach those arms high. Sit deep. Oh wait, did I forget? I think I forgot this one. Come right back, forgot right here. My bad. Drop the right foot onto your left knee. Hold it, breathe through it, and then lift up and find that crescent lunge. There you go. Woo! And then pivot around, archer. Lengthen that left leg, right knee bends, those toes turn out. Sit deep, pull that chest up, bow and arrow those arms. Feel mighty. Be a warrior, not a warrior. No worrying going on. We surrender it all right here now. Letting go of any distress. Just be here in this present moment awareness. Remember, taking that path of love and devotion. Connecting to God. And selfless action. And prayer and meditation. And pivot back. Crescent lunge. Then step it up. Woo! Crisscross those legs. Again, those toes can stay on the mat. You can wrap it around. You can crunch the chest down. Gaze is forward. Reaches our scapulatory depression. Breathe in, breathe out. Then lift it up. Crisscross it. Pull that heart center forward. Push your tailbone back. Find that length as you deepen down. Then lift it back up. Whoop, whoop. Starting to fall. Bring your hands to prayer. Have that seat with that right foot on top of your left. Sit down nice and deep. And then lift it up. Have that distri, that focal point to help you stay balanced. Step it back, crescent lunge. Nice and deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Then pivot around. Right here, archer pose. Sit nice and deep. Falling myself off balance here. Then pivot back around, crescent lunge. Then hands come down. This leg, this right and left leg's gonna come up high to the sky. Then you're gonna pull it out to plank pose and you're gonna pull that knee in towards your elbow and push up. Then press it back. Several more, so you're like, oh my gosh, how do you expect me to do that? I expect you to come out to plank, drop to your knee, pull that knee in, push up, push back, then kick it up. You can do it fully extended, bring it out, Pull it in and press it back and kick it up. Several more. Bring it out. Kneeling or fully extended. Press it back. Kick it up. Kneeling or fully extended. Press it back. Kick it up. Kneeling or fully extended. Pull it in. Press it back. Kick it up. Kneeling or fully extended. Press it back. Kick it up. Hold it. Then bring it out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push up. Downward facing dog. Squat deep into your thighs. Little pulses. Gaze between your hands. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Squat nice and deep. Hop to the top. Take a big inhale, lift. Come to your chair. Switch sides. Lift the left. Wrap it around. Hug those toes around or place a toe to the mat. Let's get as deep as you can. Expand deep and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up. Scapulatory depression. Hold it. Breathe in it. Then lift it up. Then crisscross. Deepen. Breathe. Expand through that chest as you push it forward. Deepen down. Crisscross. Then lift it up. Then that foot comes on top of the right. Sit nice and deep. Balance. Chair to pigeon. Then lift it up. Crescent lunge. Nice and deep. Hold and breathe. Center yourself right here in this moment as you hold it. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Then pivot yourself around. Archer pose. Again, pulling the chest open. Right leg straight. Toes are up. Back knee and toes turn out to that back corner. As you lunge with that back left leg, right leg is straight. Again, bow and arrow those arms. Sit a little deeper. Feeling empowered. Again, we're warriors. Conquerors of our own internal dialogue. We create that 50% of it. Science has proven it's been a lie that we lie to ourselves to create this story. Oh, how our yoga practice can break free of that. Awakening to our truth and being okay with it. We think like 60, 70, 80,000 thoughts a day. What's the story we're playing? Pivot it right back, crescent lunge. Sit deep. What's the narrative? We gotta escape our internal ignorance. That lack of truthfulness within ourselves. Pull it up. Lift it up. Crisscross. Eagle those legs. And press it down. Woo. Sit deep, sit deep. Then lift it up. And crisscross it. Get nice and deep. Pull that chest forward. So nice deep as we're lifting that veil of our perceptions, that narrative to our story, and asking God, please give us truth. Please give us discernment and insight so we can heal and be restored. Lift it up. Woo! Place that foot onto our knee. Hands come to prayer. Sit deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift it up. Pull that knee up. Crescent lunge. Hold it. Breathe through it. Close your eyes. Then pivot around. Nice and deep. Elbow comes back. Arm is strong. Feeling empowered right here in the stature. Feeling those little shackles breaking free. Feeling the light illuminating within. Sit deeper. Breathe, you got this. Come back, crescent lunge. I'm so into it, I feel like I need to do it one more time. Bring it around. Sit deep. Just because I love it so much. Really reach it back, lift it up. Sit, 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 squeeze, then lift it up. Step it back, lengthen, deepen. Bring it up. Foot comes on top of the other. knee, sit deep, then lift it up, step it back, crescent lunge, nice and deep. Find that archer, nice and, so I fall over. That is okay. Wibbly wobbly. And then come back right here, crescent lunge. Hold it. Then bring your hands down. Take that leg, kick it high to the sky. So again, you can drop to that knee. Pull the right knee in, push up, kick it back, and downward facing dog. Fully extended, pull it in, push up, kick it back, lift it up. Bring it in, pull that knee in, push up, kick it, breathe, pull it in, bring it down, press it, kick it, several more, bring it out, pull it in, press it back, kick it, and your last one, pull it in, push back, press it back, kick it up, and then chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to your top. Lift nice and tall, find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. Several rounds here. Roll it out for salutation. Chaturanga, up dog. Push up, down dog. Lift the heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. Roll out the plank. Elbows tuck in, chaturanga. Make sure your chest doesn't hit the floor, tummy, and then flip upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Breathe. Lift the heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop. Lift up tall, find your chair. Lift, slow it down, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward. Monkey pose, step it back, downward, facing dog. Roll it out to plank. Check in that alignment. Elbows tuck in, shift your way forward, fully extended or kneeling. Chaturanga hover, then flip those toes upward, facing dog. Push up if you choose, downward, facing dog. Pedal your heels, shake your head. Hold and breathe. Take that right leg, kick it up, and stack your hip. And breathe. Now take that leg and step it towards the top of your wrist, then kick it right back up. Then take it, swing it right to the wrist, then step it up. Then kick it up, then kick it up. Step it forward, then kick it up. Step it forward, so you're working on getting that step, then like that core, so your fingers become your hands. You're gripping it, arms are strong. You're kicking that leg high, and then pull it out to the side of your hand. Kick it up, high, those back toes, you come high, bring it up, step it up, and bring it up, step it, and lift it on your last one, bring it through, then kick it all the way up, bring it through the center of your hands, nice and deep, and pulse into it. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Your spine is long, crown is forward, breathe in, breathe out. Hold and breathe. Take that back foot, step it up, have a seat. Lift up, boat pose. Reach those arms deep and down and lift. And lift, and lift, and lift. Lift, 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 and lift. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold. Now if you're here, you can hold right here. You always have your hands here if you need assistance. Lengthen those legs and lengthen. And lengthen if you can. You can come right here and lift. Engaging these thighs, our quadriceps. Lift. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, lift it up, hold it, balance, hold, Pull those knees in, hands come down, feet come down, lift up tabletop. As you lift in that tabletop, you can stay here, or you can take your right leg, kick it up. And then lower down and lift it up. Lower, lift. If you need to modify, come onto your bottom and lower and lift. Breathe in, breathe out as you lift for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, last one, keep it up, then tricep dip and pull that knee in. Pull it in and press, pull it in and press, pull it in, press, pull it in and press. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, last one, kick it up, place it down, lift it up. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and hold. Now you can be right here and then pull your hips back and lift it up. Now if you can pull your hips all the way through, pull them all the way through. Lift, pull them through, lift, pull them through. Otherwise you're just tapping the floor and lifting right back up. Lift and tap, lift and tap, or lift and pull all the way through. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one, lift it, find your boat. Reach those arms, hold and breathe. Bring them together, lengthen them if you can, reach those arms up if you can, find your fingers to your mat if you need to. Then bring your hands to your heart center, press it in. If you can rock yourself up, rock on. Otherwise, use your hands and find your garland. Sit nice and deep in your garland. And we're gonna work on a little I am affirmation. So I am are 2 most powerful words. It's the story we tell ourselves. It's our internal dialogue. We do it subconsciously through the day. Again, we think like 60, 70, 80,000 thoughts a day. And a lot of times it's disempowering thoughts. Again, it's this narrative, the story we tell ourselves, which isn't our truth. And when we're in that space, we're really in that separation. Because when we're in this true unity and harmony with God, within us, that spirit, we feel community with love. And that selflessness, even with ourselves. We first have to show up with ourselves before we can do that with somebody else. So in this, let's just do a little reset to the mindset. Resetting that narrative within us. So let's place our hands to the earth. You're all connected. Coming to our heart center, and we're going to shoot up, lift all the way up and open up to the heavens, connecting to God. And then bring our hands right back. And then have a seat. Hands to the earth, hands to heart. And then open up, feeling that connection within, that unity. And then I am love. I am joy. I am healthy. I am safe. I am worthy. I'm authentic. I am happy. So maybe find some mantras for you, some words, to maybe shift that narrative within, so we can truly come to that state. It's one thing for us to say, oh yeah, I'm happy. I feel joyful. If we really don't, we gotta own that. We gotta do the work to get there. And yoga is our tool. It's a catalyst for us. It's our gift. I am. I am peace. I am aware. I am able. I am whole. I am radiant. I am goodness. I am content. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Lift it up. Have a seat. Hold and breathe. Place your hands down. Shift those toes forward, tailbone high to the sky. Then this time take your right leg back. And we're going to work reverse runner's lunge and hold it. And just hold it. Deep and down. Hold and breathe. And then take that left leg, kick it up. Stack your hip. Open up, breathe in, breathe out. You're gonna straighten that leg, you're gonna bring that leg through to that wrist, and then lift it up. Then to the wrist, and lift it up. If you need your bottom knee, your back knee, your right knee, you can always come kneeling, and then pull that leg forward. You can always come onto that knee, step it up, and kick it back, step it up, and kick it back. Several more. Press into those hands, grip with those fingers, step it, lift it, step it, and lift it, step, and lift, and step, and lift. Last one, step it, and lift it. Place that foot down, hold and breathe, and bring it out, chaturanga, up dog. Push up, down dog. Take that right leg, kick it up, bring it through, crescent lunge, nice and deep in that runner's lunge. Hold it. Take it, kick it back. Place that foot down. Left foot kick. Runner's lunge. Press and hold it. Then step it up. Hold in your fold. Lift up halfway. Exhale deep and hands to your ankles. Ekapada Hastasana. So take your hands, become your feet. They're underneath your feet. Your toes towards your wrist. Toes towards your wrist. Press in, and bend in those knees. Let those arms dangle out. Pull your chest forward. So bend in the knees, forehead comes down. Gaze between your legs, lifting your tailbone. Press into the balls of your hands with your toes. Little energetic points there into the pads of your hands. Maybe massage them with your toes. Feel an amazing stretch in the back of your hamstrings. And then slowly release it. Find your chair, sit deep, lift your chest, hands prayer. Take a big inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Roll it out to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take that right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Bring that leg through for warrior one, back heel down, lift it up. Sit deep. Breathe in, breathe out, you're almost there. Reach those arms high. So the biggest and bestest part of this journey of spiritual awakening is the adventure. The adventure, that's the excitement. That's also the pain. We can call pain adventure because this takes us on a ride, takes us on a journey. But what all of it does, if we're seeking, nervousness and excitement, really our body kind of registers that the same way. But we can learn to harness that, to transmute the pain into the light of love, to take that light of love and help balance those two, finding unity together. Through the adventure we grow, through joy we grow, through pain and suffering we grow. It's which path do you choose? Sit deep. Pivot around to the back, warrior two. Really press in nice and deep. Center your hips. Open up, expand through your heart center. Reach in those arms, deep and down. Make sure those front knee and ankle stay in alignment. Your front leg now is your left leg as you flip to the back. Open up, palms are down. So we're really just wanting to go within. So it's palms down. So we just take that energy and move it inward. We're taking this time to reflect. Our practice is meditation and prayer and movement. Take this time to be still, reflecting, discerning. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting go of expectations, letting go of judgments, letting go of fears. Just surrendering to this moment. Take that back hand, place it down, rotate that front palm, lace it up, gazes up to the sky or the ceiling, reach your arm overhead. Back hand on that right side lengthens down without putting pressure on your knee. Staying deep in that lunge in your front leg so that knee and ankle stay lined up. And then come side angle. So you can rest your forearm onto your thigh. You can slide your hand down on the inside. Shoulders are stacked and gaze is up. Once you're here, if you want to take this hand out of the sky and place it in your back pocket, you can. Stacking shoulder, gaze is up. What we don't want is this chest to fall down here because the next stage is trying to bind. So if you want to do that, one, this hand's like as if you're in your back pocket. Imagine you got jeans, you place your hand in your back pocket, try to move it to the other pocket. Underhand's gonna come under and try to find those fingers. Chest stays forward, not hinging out to the side. Stay lined up with your knee and thigh. Gaze goes up, lunge a little deeper. Clasp those fingers and find your wrist. Hold and breathe, smile, and then drop that right hand down, lift that right heel up, rotate, pivot, arm gets high to the sky. Center your hips, shoulders line up, gaze is up. If you need your back knee, you can always find it. And then bring that left hand down. Take that left hand, kick it up, high to the sky, and then pull it into your knee, heart center, and kick it up. Pull it in, heart center, and kick it up. Pull it in, heart center, and kick it up. Then you can drop to your forearms. Right here, that leg is high. You can clasp those hands and make a little foundation for yourself, a home. You want to make sure your shoulders and elbows are in alignment. Walk that foot up. Now you can take this opportunity, tap the floor and lift. And lift, and lift. So you're either here, and when you're here, make sure your arms and elbows line up. You can keep your hands flat, you can clasp your hands. You can stay off your head, or you can come onto the crown of your head. There's not a lot of pressure on your head if your head is down. As you're tapping and lifting, you can begin to find some air. Tap and lift, find that air, maybe balance. Again, not a lot of pressure if your head's down on your head. If you're balancing, you get up into your headstand. Find your balance. If you need a wall, you can find a wall. What you want to really do is press into those forearms, not crunch into your neck if you're all the way on your head. If you're up, find your way down. Drop that foot, press into those arms, and do a little chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, down dog. Right leg kicks, stack your hip, bring it through and walk into a center straddle. And move side to side. Side to side, spin dancing side to side to side. Move it, move it, move it. Now lift the chest, toes are forward, reach the arms, and we're gonna crisscross. So just step, crisscross, lift, step, crisscross. You tap that floor and lift, tap that floor and lift. Crisscross tap, crisscross tap, crisscross tap. So lateral movement. We really want to shift that energy and move all around our mat. So again, in the beginning, remember I talked about those Maya koshas, those little encasements we have around our soul. We want to work on all levels of breaking free from the physical, the mental, the emotional, that process and reasoning, through our energetic, working through the subtle, the causal, all our different energy bodies, physical body, mental body, and emotional body. So we work from the front to the back, side to side, up and down, and all around. So it's move and groove. Again, Zen and Fit, mind, body, and spirit. Feeling that liberation, this spiritual awakening. This, woo, is how the journey of reaching your best ultimate self, your best life, reaching it. It's an evolutionary process of growth, being consciously aware to make the changes needed to find your bliss. What a journey, this thing, this gift of life. Thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Woo, reach, deepen, reach, and deepen, reach, and deepen. Lift, and deepen, lift, and deepen, lift, and deepen, lift, and deepen. A couple more. See, I'm not keeping it simple. Finding that complexity through our practice so we can go deeper within for that metamorphosis of change. Finding that path of devotion and love through movement, prayer, meditation, of action, service, in communion and union with God. Lift and deepen. Lift. Deepen. Lift. Deepen. Feel that internal strength. You do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Deepen down, lift tall. Deepen down, lift tall. Deepen down, lift tall. 4 more. Lift. Deepen, lift. Deepen, lift. And 1 more each side. Bring your center, widen your feet, shaking those hips. Find some movement. Woo! All right. Toes are out. Find goddess pose. Little pulses, little pulses. Hold it. Sit deep right here in it. Make sure knees and ankles are in alignment. Open up, expand. Pulling out that chest, shoulder blades down the back, and then finding our enlightenment mudra. 3 fingers clasped down. Index finger is your steeple, thumb finger. And then press those palms apart, making that triangle. Thumbs towards the heart center. Steeple goes up. Connecting through love, through peace, through joy. Reach that arm all the way up. Feel the energy shooting all the way through the body. Feeling the joy, joy, joy deep within. Breathe in, breathe out. Shoulder blades down. Drop another inch deeper. Then you're going to pivot around. Fingers are going to come down. Back leg is going to come up. It's that right leg that's up. Forehead towards your knee. Now you can place your hands down. Grip with your fingers. If you want to practice in a handstand, you can. Or you can just take your back toe, tap it up, lift, and tap it up, lift. You can begin to find air. And lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Press in. Deepen in. And again, you can just lift it and lift it. That right leg just lifts and kicks. Arms are your hands and feet. And then your last one. And then step it back. Kick the left leg up. And then bring it out, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up. Down dog. Drop to your knees. Sit back nice and deep. Take in what your practice has to offer in this moment right here. And in this, take your hands prayer and place it to the nape of your neck. This is about being intentional through our practice. So as your hands are prayer at the nape of your neck, being intentional with where you're directing that energy, through those thoughts, through those emotions and feelings. We create our speech, our actions and behaviors through the center. Just take a moment as we're intentionally blocking that connection right there at that synapses where it goes up and we behave, right? So as we feel from our gut, through our heart center, let's be mindful where that's coming from. We want to come from our truest essence, our authenticity from God, the inner wisdom, the spirit that guides us. Just breathe. Our freedom is found in the present moment. Just bring that attention into the present moment. Our thoughts can take us away from the present, our experiences of life, the adventure of life. If you notice when you're doing something you love to do, you're really not thinking about other things. You're just enjoying completely where you are. So we can try to train ourselves to be in that state. That is meditation and movement. Being still and being present with wherever we are. Making the most of a situation. Seeing the brighter side. Finding our joy in it. Being dedicated to our path. Let's go ahead and extend our arms out. Lengthen. Then we're going to lift the tail, don't curl the toes, and downward facing dog. Lift the heel, squat in your thighs, take a big squat and step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift. find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. Roll it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take the left leg, kick it up, stack your hip. And bring that leg through for warrior one. Reach up, deep and down. Relax the shoulders down, close your eyes. 12 o'clock, that big toe, 1:30, that other toe, lunge in. Good, thank you. And just feel the process as we're right here. In this warrior one, feeling our souls that are beckoning for this transformation. That's where the simplicity of life is found, is when we do all the work and we can just enjoy. But what fun would life be if we didn't have this engagement of life to go through? This is our opportunity right here and now to really cultivate this awareness, seeking the adventure of life, grasping it wholeheartedly, and then pivot, warrior two. Center your hips. Right foot now is your front foot, left foot is your back foot. That back foot is parallel to the back edge. Front knee and ankle line up, center your hips. Expand through that heart center, palms are down. Take a breath, close your eyes. Again, it's just allowing that letting go. Being submissive to the posture and what it has to offer. Every posture, every movement we do has something of benefit for us on a mental, emotional, and physical level. Then take that front arm, reach up and over, take that left hand back and down, lunge deeper into that front leg. As you lengthen down, lengthen down, lengthen down, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. And gaze up. Deepen. As we do the work on ourselves, we're seeking that within ourselves. Lots of things will confront us on our journey. It'll keep showing up until we own it. The only way to get through it is to work through it. And now let's come side angle. Forearm to your thighs, option one. Option two, slide that hand down, gazes up, shoulders stacked. You can take this hand from the sky and place it in your back pocket. Again, we don't want our chest out to the side. We want to keep everything lined up so that foot and hand are side by side, shoulders, knee are lined up. The back hand comes into your back pocket as an option. And if you want to take that underhand, clasp it to your thigh, you can find those fingers or your wrist. Gaze stays upward, lunging deep into that front thigh, keeping knee and ankle lined up. Hold and breathe, smile, feel good. And with all that joy and goodness, place the left hand down, pop that heel up, rotate, revolve, reach it high to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. And then place that hand down, kick that leg up, and give me a knee into chest. Kick it up, knee into chest, kick it up, and then knee into chest, and kick it up. And then you can drop to those forearms. You can make sure, if you need to find your knee, you can make sure you have that little house, that foundation, elbows and hands clasped together. Hands are either flat or clasp your hands and lock them for support. And that leg is up. And you slowly, either put your head down and then balance. You're either tapping that leg or you're working on balancing. You can tap it, lift it, tap it, and lift it. And then get yourself up into a headstand if you choose. Again, not a lot of pressure on your neck. It's in that forearm. Pressing in. You can just be kicking that leg up and down with control. Tapping and lifting. And then wherever you are, Last one. If you're in a headstand, come down. And then you're gonna press those hands, downward dog, and go through a little chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, down dog. Left leg kick, stack your hip. Knees high, and then pull it through. Bring it center. Center straddle and move skandasana side to side. Moving and grooving, side to side. Breathe in, breathe out. And then center, hold it. Toes are forward. Lift the torso, reach the arms. Hands to your hips, and we're gonna move side to side in that lateral movement. So bring it up and bring it down. Side, lift, side, lift. Step it side, lift it up. Hang in there, you guys, we're almost finished. It's the home stretch. Move in, groove in, breathe in. Side step, one. Move in all directions, all facets, not leaving a piece unlocked, untamed. We are working inside and outside. So our physical practice allows us to break free. It gets us endorphins, the dopamines, the serotonins moving in the brain. Right after this, great opportunity to just find some creativity for yourself, a creative outlet. When we use our creativity, it's part of this healing journey, part of that spiritual awakening, an act of self-love, an act of devotion, an act of intelligence. Hang in there, deep and down. You're consciously participating, showing up, working. 4 more each side. 3 more. 2 more. So we seek for that joy, we find it, it's right there. You never have to go too far because it is our birthright, it's in us, the seed of our soul. Last one, bring it center and shake it out. Shake it out, feel the joy, feel the joy. Get the joy, joy, joy. Move around, all right. Woo. Center yourself. And then turn those toes out. Goddess pose, pelvis under. Sternum up, arms are out. Again, coming to our mudra. Feeling enlightened into our bliss. Reach those arms up. Sit a little deeper, hold. Breathe in, breathe out. When we're enlightened in that state of blissfulness, really, we have no fear. We can do all things. We have the internal strength. So we're in unity with God. We believe in ourselves. We believe in one another. We believe in the greater good of all. And in this state, we see endless possibilities, opportunities. We see the positive. We see the light. We see the love. So in that space of seeing and through our seeking, we're able to be that. And in that, we are able to make a better difference. Be in that ripple, that light of hope in the world. Let's go ahead, pivot around, fingertips come down, kick that leg up. You can stay here. You can tap that floor and lift. Your hands can become your feet as you grip, and you begin to find some air. And lift. And lift. And lift. So just hold and kick, or find that air, whichever's working for you. It's that call to adventure. Whew, it triggers that spiritual awakening. This practice right here is adventurous. Finding the magic in everyday moments is adventurous. And your last one. And then step it back. Bring it out. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up. downward facing dog. Come to your knees and sit deep child's pose. Crown to the mat, hands to your heels. We're gonna come into rabbit. Roll onto your crown, place your hands to your heels and lift up. And then release it. Hands are gonna come out, lift it through, tailbone comes high to the sky. As you take that right leg, kick it up, pull it through for pigeon pose. Walk this foot out to the side. Sit nice and tall. Reach those fingers back, expand through that heart center, deepen. And then walk those fingers forward. Forearms down, reach your hands out, forehead down. And just hold here in this space in our pigeon pose. So when we're in our pigeon, we'll make sure this foot comes out to the side. Our cheek does not fall over. So we're not sitting on the side, you stay upright. So if that means you're up like this, that is okay, and reaching back and coming forward. That's just, gotta start somewhere. As you get a little deeper, this foot will come forward and you'll get a little deeper into it. Gradually getting deeper into our practice each time, but honoring where we are.
Hey Tammie, we can hear you, but we can't see you anymore.
Oh shoot, okay, hang on a second. Curl your toes, take your leg, kick it up. And then place it down, switch sides, kick it up and bring it through. Let me help you out there. And then other side, pigeon pose. Pigeon pose, pigeon pose. So again, don't fall on your cheek, stay up seated. Walk that foot out, lengthen, and reach those arms back. Deepen, deepen, deepen. Again, if you're up here like this, that is okay. This is your version of your pigeon. And then slowly bring yourself forward. Walk yourself forward. Pull your chest through. Again, don't sit on that cheek. If you need a block or a towel or something under there, you can always use that to help assist you. And reach those arms out, forehead down. And then slowly walk yourself back. And then kick that back leg around to the front and come seated staff. So sit tall, shake your legs, rock side to side, reach it up, hinge it over, bring it down. Take a big inhale, big exhale. So through our practice, a lot going on. Energetically moving, physically, a lot that happens on the internal parts. It's like we come, we show up on our mats. I love yoga because it really does a whole, I feel like I've gone to church, I've had therapy, I've had a great workout, I've like had a massage, like everything all in one big bang right here. It's amazing. So now I feel supercharged for my day, and I hope you do too. All right, let's go ahead and lift up nice and tall. We're gonna bring this right foot underneath, take this left foot on top, and just hug yourself. Oh, it feels so good. Show some love. Rotate around. Our shoulders are just gonna stack and your gaze is gonna go behind you. As you sit nice and tall, take this right arm on the outside of your left thigh. Get a little deeper. And then you can take your hand if you want to bind underneath. You're like, how? And just the arm just flaps under and goes under. And this back hand's gonna wrap around. You're gonna find your fingers. If you can, it's okay. What you don't want to do is have this knee pop up. You want to keep this knee down, and you want to keep this knee and foot side by side. So only go on the outside if you can do that. Only go underneath if you can do that. And then right here as we're rotated, and this rotation, we're internally wringing out our organs. So in that space, it's deep cleansing. So our spiritual journey is a part of the cleansing process, not just on our energy, on our mind, and our soul, and our spirit, and our emotions. It's on that physical part of our body. So let's just deep cleansing breaths to purify. And then release. We gotta take care of this vessel of ours with some love and respect. So we know that as we do a yoga practice, and we become more consciously aware, as we're participating in ourselves, we tend to want to eat healthier. It all kind of goes together. So go ahead and take that arm, extend it on the outside if you can. You don't have to, you can just stay hugging and loving, or you can go a little deeper, get a little more complex. And then rotate that hand underneath if you can, and just kind of wave at yourself, and you can clasp that hand behind you. You can find your fingers, you can find your wrist, and you can rotate around, revolve. Again, this knee, keep it down, and that foot right by it. Don't let the knee pop up, don't move the foot. Just rotate, breathe in, breathe out. Feel that cleansing process taking place. And release. And let's go ahead and just come seated. We're going to butterfly our feet, heels to our pelvis, pull our chest through. And then lift up, place our feet down, and just take a minute, sit right here, pull your chest forward and sit nice and tall. And just hug it in. We're just going to sit here with our feet are flat, feeling that connection, our hands coming in and clasping one another. Feeling that unity. So this clasping of our hands, I wanted to represent a connection. So as we are here practicing together through media, we're going to just feel one another in this connection. So as you sit nice and tall in your spine, rooting your crown up, tailbone down, feet are flat, connected, just connecting to those hands. This time that we're in, we really need to come together. But how we do that first is we have to show up for ourselves. So the most important thing we can do right now is really do the work on our own spiritual awakening. Because when we work on ourselves, we give others permission to do the same. So this hold hand is representation that we are holding one another. I am holding your hand. I'm in this journey with you. We are in it together. As I do the work on me, I hope I inspire you to do the work on you, and that we can all come together with unity, because united is where we stand. And in this space of unity, we can come together truly manifesting heaven on earth here and now. So in this present state of awareness, may we go through the discomfort, the complexities, and confronting ourselves and looking at ourselves in the mirror so we first can be the change that we want to see. And as we hold one another here in this space, may we be intentional to lift one another up in prayer and encouragement that we will get through this together and make a world a better place. Let's go ahead and come into lotus pose. You can either sit crisscross, you can place one foot up, or you can come full lotus, whatever's working for you. But again, be mindful of where you're able to work. And then when we're here, I want us to come back into this mudra of enlightenment, because it's truly where we need to be with ourselves before the world can be a better place. We have to do the work on us. So let's just really be diligent about ourselves, and then being intentional in putting that out, that this is what the world is coming together in. As we unite together, feeling that unity, feeling that love. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to prayer. Feeling peace, having hope, and spreading love. Let's take 3 big inhales, lifting arms all the way up. And exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. And big inhale. Exhale. Namaste! Mwah! Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.